Coming to you from the corner with the radiator, it's day 5, and it's time for a quick strike! Hello and welcome to the Dohyo here on Mr. JWags channel. Yes, it is day 5 and it is time for a quick strike. A small, tapa-sized, amuse-bouche of an episode that we consume mid-basho to keep us hungry for more sumo. But we do have spoilers through day 5 of the January 2024 basho. So if you have not watched through day 5 of the January 2024 basho, stop! Watch through day 5 and return to us. First of all, we have two big kyujos to discuss. We have Komusubi Takayasu and Ozeki Takakeisho, both gone in the first 5 days. Ugh. This was sort of predicted. Takayasu, frankly, he had just been due. He's not a guy who had been like long chunks of time without a kyujo. This seemed like, yeah, it was due, which is really a shame because he matches up very well against a lot of our top rankers in this tournament. So hopes that he can come back, hopefully fight for a Kachikoshi, and if not, maybe have some fun spoiler matches down the stretch anyway. Takakeisho, as expected, the neck is hurt. He's out to rest it up. I really hope he can get that neck going, because like neck injuries, you do not want to mess with that for your future health. Like the neck connects very important things to things. So just Takakeisho, get healthy. That brings us to the leaderboard. On day 5, we still have 2 undefeated Rikishi. Sekiwake Kotonowaka and former Ozeki N champion Maegashira 7 West Asanoyama. Now, neither of these guys has faced their toughest possible schedule. Kotonowaka has faced 4 high Maegashira, but they're still Maegashira, and 1 Komusubi, and that Komusubi was Ura, who's not having a great tournament. And Asanoyama has faced a plethora of high to mid Maegashira types at this point. I believe his highest ranked opponent to this point is Maegashira 6 Kinbozan, and hopefully that's just going to get higher as we go. Now, I expected this out of a healthy Asanoyama. He's looking great, but obviously if he keeps doing well, he will be promoted strongly down the stretch. Kotonowaka, I'm always on the lookout for the breakout for Kotonowaka, so we're going to keep a close eye on that. But again, he hasn't really faced anyone I have not expected him to beat yet. 1 win down. At 4-1, we have 8 wrestlers. Now, 4 of them are Maegashira, who I really do not expect to hang around for very long. So we're going to check in around day 10, day 11, and see if these Maegashira are still hanging around. But the ones in the Sanyaku, I'm very interested in. Starting with Yokozuna Terunofuji. Now, Terunofuji, I expected to actually maybe be out by now. I expected multiple Kinboshi. There's already been 1. Wakamoto Haru, as predicted. And although he's 4-1, Terunofuji just does not look that great. He's not the same sort of kaiju beast we've been expecting who can just pick you up and throw you. He's been working a lot on the arm and the shoulder. Ura especially knows he's been working on the arm. 4-1 is a great start. I hope he keeps doing well. Maybe he can get to 10-5 in his current position, but he hasn't really faced anyone yet, and he has not looked good to me yet. Then we have Ozeki's Kirishima and Hoshodyu and Sekiwake Daieisho, my Yusho pick. Now all 3 guys are in sort of the same boat in that they've all had 1 bad match but generally had excellent sumo so far, and they've all faced 4 Maegashira and 1 Komusubi, so they all have their toughest opponents coming down the stretch. Of the 4 Maegashira who are still at 4-1, the only one who I might be even a little bit worried about extending dominance into the late second week is Ono Sato, but I strongly believe once he starts getting promoted, he will reach a soft ceiling in this tournament. And we got some 0-5s who I'm a little worried about. All right, I did think Abi was going to have a good tournament. No, Abi is not having a good tournament. He's down there at 0-5. I expected the death of his Oyakata to lead to an excellent tournament, might drive him on, but it feels like this may be a little bit more like Mitakeumi when his dad passed away right before a tournament and he went 3-12. It could be more along the lines of that. And Maegashira 17, like the last guy in the Banzuke, Aoyama. He fought his way back up from Judo, got an 8-7 on the last day, just squeezed into Bakuchi, starting 0-5. Oh, Big Blue Dan, I just hope you're not in a lot of pain right now, and hope your wrestling improves, but you're probably heading down to Juryo right after this tournament. And at 1-4, Maegashira won Atami Fuji. All right, we expected this. He faced all Ozeki and Sekiwake in his first 4 days, started 0-4, got his first win against Tobizaru today. I expect things to improve from here on out as he has faced most of the toughest opponents he can face. Remember, he cannot face Yokozuna Terunofuji as they are in the same stable. Looking down to the lower divisions, we have 2 undefeated Rikishi in Judo. Judo 6, Toki Hayate, and Judo 10, Takeru Fuji. Say that again, Takeru Fuji. 3 wrestlers at 4-1, and we have 1 guy at 1-4. Kota Waco at Judio 4. I expected him to get the Yusho. Don't think that's going to happen. And checking in down in Makushita, former Sekiwake Wakataka Kage has started 3-0. I'm guessing he only needs 1 more win for Judio promotion. And Makushita 5, Hakuoho, has started 2-1, but if he gets to 5-2, I still think he will get up to Judio from there. This has been an amazing start to what hopefully will be an amazing year of sumo. Come back in a few days for another Quick Strike!